Hey guys. So let's go ahead and start with today's collective. Today is Friday, the day of Venus. So it has a lot to do with relaxing, enjoying the aesthetics and beauty of life, love, all the wonderful things life has to offer. Money, luxury. Okay, so I'm going to do a love story today, a very specific love story, as in masculine, feminine, so that, it gives us a little bit more of a clear perspective. I'm going to be using this is the Bad Bitches Tarot. We're going to be using that one. And then we're also going to be using the Hidden Truth Oracle to get us messages for each side. And last but not least, we're going to be using the Fenestra Tarot anytime that there's a little bit more of the storyline I want to enhance. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start. If the masculine in this story could tell the feminine anything. Oh, FYI, I have an announcement to make. I'm going to start doing personal readings again. So I will... I'll be open to that. Start booking them. Just keep in mind, the return time will be 7 to 10 business days. And business days is Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday don't count. So 7 to 10 business days on return, okay? All right, so let's get started. If the masculine could say from the bottom of his heart what he was feeling, what would he say to the feminine? What would the masculine say to the feminine in this collective? What would the masculine say? I wish I could take back my words. I remember every detail of that day. Okay. Oh, we got several. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I want to feel that way again. I regret lying to you. Wow. And I love you. Holy shit. That's a lot. All right, we're going to have to pull 6 on the feminine side. What would the feminine want to say to the masculine if she could say what was on her heart? What would the feminine say to the masculine? I want to tell you how I feel. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Okay. Let's see. What would this feminine tell the masculine? My life is not as together as it seems. I know that I crossed the line with you. Oh. So many things remind me of you. And I wonder if you're happy without me. Between both of them, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Well, this is interesting. Oh, that's an interesting energy to have between them, because it's an energy that they both feel that. They both feel that they would like to be forgiven. Let's see, how are we going to organize these? I want to be able to read what they say. So how about this? Let's do 3 and 3, and then we'll just layer them. All right. Now here we'll do these. So I feel like they both did things that they're not very proud of. Because first of all, they both hope for forgiveness. Mr. over here regrets lying, wishes he could take back his words. Missy over here feels like she crossed a line with the masculine. And remembers him often. So this smells like tragedy already. Oh my God. Okay. So let's get started. Let's start. Give me 4 cards for the masculine, please. First set for the masculine. We've got the 7 of Wands for the masculine. The 10 of Wands. The 4 of Swords. and the Ten of Pentacles. All right. Overall energy for the masculine, Eight of Wands. Okay. So the masculine is very communicative, a little too much so. And I say too much so because instead of making the mistake of not saying enough, they said too much. That's why they're sitting here wishing they could take back their words and regret lying. Overall, Eight of Wands, they did talk. They did communicate. This is not somebody who didn't speak up. So if you were dealing with a masculine who would clam up, this isn't the one. This was the one that talked too much. Now, Seven of Wands. On one hand, it could be that this masculine ended up blocking the feminine, or he got blocked from the feminine. But it's showing up on his side. So it could have also been that he was very defensive. He felt like he always had to explain himself, always had to be very, defensive is what I'm getting the most. He was very defensive, okay? Ten of Wands, mostly because he had a lot going on. Ten of Wands is a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on his plate. But Four of Swords, because of the combination, I don't usually see the Four of Swords this way, but I'm looking at the full combination here. I feel like this person was also very passive aggressive. They weren't very good at, even though they would communicate, they're good at talking, but they're not good at that changes, how do I put this? They're good at keeping up a conversation, but that doesn't mean that they're good at expressing what's on their heart, what's on their mind, okay? Because with Four of Swords and defensive here, I feel like they go from passive to really aggressive, and then back to passive, and it just goes back and forth being passive aggressive. Because I feel like they don't really know how to express themselves, which is why they end up either making up lies or saying something out of pocket, which is why they wish they could take back their words. Ten of Pentacles. They feel very responsible for a lot of people in their lives. As in, maybe they have to take care of their parents. Maybe they have to take care of siblings. Maybe they have a lot of children. Either way, they feel very responsible. I'm going to pull on that storyline a little. Who is this masculine responsible for? Let's ask that first. Who is this masculine responsible for? So we know if this is your story or not. Well, I love how Tarot's like, I said family, bitch. Okay. Well, okay. Never mind. Let's ask the question a different way. Why? Why did this masculine feel so responsible? Let's see if maybe... Oh no, I dropped one. Hold on. I dropped a card. All right, Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. Let me get at least one more. Eight of Wands again, I swear. See, I tell you, this masculine we're looking into, he's a talker. He's a talker, just not a great communicator. Eight of Wands came out twice. It's almost like he speaks before he has a chance to process what he's actually offering, and then he regrets it. That's what I'm feeling. So maybe there was somebody that he felt bad for. He wanted to make them happy, and he made an offer before he thought it through. So this could have been a sibling, an aunt. Could even be a friend, a close friend. With the Five of Cups, this person was going through a lot. Maybe this masculine was afraid this person was going to go into depression. They felt really bad, right? So they offer to help. And now they're over here burdened, making sure that they keep everything flowing. But there's also, a feeling of a little bit of resentment. That's why I was curious why. Okay. So this definitely affected his connection with the feminine, but let's see in detail. Let's see what's going on with the feminine, okay? Tell me about the feminine in this. Actually, well, you know what? I messed up. Let's go back. How did this affect their connection with the feminine? I don't know why I'm moving on without asking that. How did this responsibility, all these burdens, how did this affect their connection with the feminine? Magician in reverse. Four of Wands. Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles again. Interestingly enough, the 6 and the 4 is the 10 again. So Magician in reverse is them feeling incapable of taking on more. Almost like I'm at my limit. I'm at capacity. I can't possibly do more than what I'm already doing. Four of Wands. So it's almost like they could build a bond with her, but that's it. Six of Wands. They were already very, responsible, but it's almost like the Six of Wands is the energy of having a lot of people look up to you. So let's put it this way. Let's say this is somebody who has a whole other household under their name, and it's not because it's the mistress. It's like a cousin, an aunt, something like that. They like the treatment they get for all that responsibility. So let's say every time they go visit, this person's like, oh my God, this person's coming over. Let's cook them some food, clean the house from top to bottom. They treat them like a king, right? Because they're the ones covering their bills. They like that. Even if it is a lot of resentment building up, even if it makes them passive aggressive, even if it makes them unable to even move on with their life, because now they've got somebody, this feminine that they would like to move on with, and they can't because they're sitting over here like, but they treat me like a king because I take care of them. Okay. Well, hopefully that keeps them warm at night. Because ultimately, they can't move on with their life. All right, tell me about the feminine. Give me 4 cards for the feminine. We've got the Ace of Swords. 4 cards for the feminine. Ooh, the Empress. Yes, Divine Feminine. Knight of Wands. And the Lovers. Okay. This is interesting. Actually, I'm just going to leave it here. This is interesting to me because I'm already getting a storyline here. Two of Swords. I feel like this is somebody, because she's Empress, right? She's all 4 queens. So yes, she can be very kind. She can be very compassionate. She can be very nurturing, but she's also Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, which means she's not going to let anybody run over her. She's not going to let anybody take advantage of her. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel like she was very clear about where she stood. She was very open, very, she's good at communicating. Let me put it that way. Now, Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a little bit of her that is very much like resistant to being tied down, to being... Knight of Wands is someone who's a free spirit. They are, they enjoy travel. They enjoy going on adventures. Or at least that's how this masculine saw her. So almost like saying, well, I have all these responsibilities and she likes to, travel. She likes to do this. She likes to do that. I don't know that would make a great partnership, because in her mind, she's going to be the type that asks, okay, but is this necessary? As in, yes, it's all fine and dandy to help people, but can they take care of themselves, or are you just choosing to take care of them? Are they incapable of taking care of themselves? She would ask those questions. Now, I think she did, but she wasn't really in the position to do so because it shows she feels like she crossed the line, right? Because with the Lovers, she really did see this masculine as the one for her. Let's ask real quick, how did this feminine perceive the masculine? 7 of Wands, I told you. How did this Empress perceive the masculine? High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles. And 8 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Okay. So she saw them as somebody very intelligent, very professional, somebody who knew what they were talking about, somebody who was very strategic, knows when to make a move, has a good sense of timing as well. With the 7 of Wands, she did see them as very defensive, as somebody who's very much like, don't ask me questions, don't be telling me what to do. However, High Priestess, she also saw them as very intuitive. She feels like they are very connected to their intuition. Ace of Pentacles, she felt like this would be a good, there was a lot of potential between her and this person. 8 of Pentacles, she also saw this king as very hardworking. Somebody who is very responsible, very practical, detail-oriented, that type of thing. What did she say that crossed the line? What did she say? We've got the Lovers. We've got 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, 3 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. See, I knew that was going to be it. With the 2 of Pentacles. So this person over here might already be married. And I'm saying that because 10 of Pentacles came up twice. And the shock is the 9 of Pentacles. Her asking them if they're going to be single, maybe. The Lover showed up twice. So her maybe saying, I know you're the one for me. I know that we're a great match. Would you set yourself free so that we can build something together? So that means she regrets asking that. She regrets that. She regrets crossing that line because she's like, okay, that person was married. I should have never asked that. I should have just left them where they were. 2 of Pentacles is like she started to feel like they were prioritizing her. But if they were married and she was the other woman, then she didn't really feel honored, right? She wouldn't really feel comfortable with that. Okay. Well, so now she's sitting here thinking, I crossed the line. I should have never said that. I should have never even suggested that. Maybe she's even regretting, because that's what I feel. I feel like she regrets expressing her emotions, expressing her wishes. We do have 3 swords overall, so I do feel like she feels heartbroken. And like this is a really bad idea. All right, next set for the masculine. The Emperor. The Sun. Knight of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Oof, 5 of Swords. All right. Oh my goodness. So, there was definitely romantic interest here. We do have Emperor and Empress on the table, so it was definitely, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, they did feel like this is a divine match. This is my person. However, as happy as this made the Emperor with the Knight of Cups here, I feel like he he did several things. First, he put this Empress on a pedestal. She was better than most women. She was just almost perfect. She was just this, she was that. She was so amazing. And he also, I feel like he got into the energy, especially with this Five of Swords here, like he got into the energy of believing it was too good to be true. It was just too good to be true. So let's look at that. Now that we know how this feminine saw the masculine, how did this masculine see the feminine? The sun, yep, confirm. The Chariot. Okay. The Hanged Man and the Two of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. See, she was single. She was single. She was available. She's the sun to them. She's warm. She's funny. She's playful. She's entertaining. She brings a lot of happiness and joy. The Chariot. They also saw her as someone very determined, who could get in her masculine energy, very focused, goal-driven. The Hanged Man. This is interesting because this is a Pisces Neptune energy, and it feels as if they saw her like she would make herself the victim a little bit. Two of Cups, but they did see her as somebody who genuinely loved them. So when this Empress told this Emperor what she wanted from them, that she wanted more, she wanted commitment, or she wanted something serious, how did they react? Eight of Pentacles, okay. How did they react? King of Swords. Seven of Cups. The High Priestess. Nine of Swords. Oh. Five of Swords again. Okay. So how did they react to her asking for something more serious? Because as we can tell, not only do we have I love you, we have the Knight of Cups, all this happiness, this joy. So she felt like, okay, they must feel the same thing for me too. Let me tell them I want something more serious. How did this person react? Eight of Pentacles. First of all, they might have, especially with the King of Swords next to it, they might have said something like, I'm too busy to be dealing with this right now. I have a lot on my plate. You're just adding, I have so much to do during my day. You're adding more burden on me. Seven of Cups. Also, like, he didn't know what she was talking about. These two together, High Priestess and Seven of Cups, is secretive energy. It's Pisces energy, confused. This one is Scorpio Venus. But acting like, I don't know what you're talking about. What feelings? Five of Swords. That's why he says, I regret lying to you and I wish I could take back my words. Wow. Because in this scenario, he knew what this would do to her. But Five of Swords, like once he started, he couldn't stop. Ten Swords, the King and the Nine. He also knew this would end the connection. He was just like, it is what it is. Okay. Hold on. Let me pick these up and let's ask why. Because Five of Swords is clearly, he knew that it was sabotage. He was sabotaging the connection. Why did he react this way? Why did this Emperor react this way? Nine of Cups. Six of Wands. Eight of Cups. With the Four of Cups. Oh. So this emperor reacted this way because at the time, he genuinely felt like, this is just some fun. This is just, I like the attention she gives me. I like the connection we have. But does she actually think something's going to happen? So at the Four of Cups, he's like, no, I'm going to have to reject her. I know that she may be upset, but I'm going to have to reject her. So honestly, at the time, he genuinely felt that there was nothing there. Now, I'm going to have to say, not genuinely, more like his conscious mind was like, nothing is there. Let's ask about his subconscious, because when we ask what he'd like to tell her from the bottom of his heart, we have, I love you. What was his subconscious feeling? Let's see. What was going on in his subconscious? Queen of Cups. Yep. I told you. What was going on in his subconscious? Queen of Pentacles. Damn. What the fuck did I say? Two of Cups. And the Hierophant? Jesus Christ. In his subconscious, he was falling in love with her. Queen of Pentacles. He wanted to take care of her. He wanted to nurture her. He saw her as his other half. So, oof, this is messy. Already messy. Okay. So that's how I was like, why is the Five of Swords coming out with these wonderful cards? Because yes, although there was an Emperor and Empress connection, there was a happiness, joy, putting her on a pedestal. It felt fated, destined. So she might have realized it faster than this masculine. Because he thought he was being honest. When in reality, he's like, I think he just didn't want to look at it. Let's ask. Instead of saying, I think. So why did he... What's the difference here? Because consciously, he was like, nothing is going on. Subconsciously, definitely something's going on. What was the blockage here? There it is. Family. That's all we need, really. That was his blockage. The fact that he had commitments, he had family. He didn't want to think about it. He didn't want to see it as something serious. He didn't want to acknowledge it. Okay. Move on. Tell me about the Empress. Tell me about this feminine. Queen of Wands. Tell me about the feminine. Queen of Cups. The Strength card. And the Six of Cups. With the Two of Swords. See, this is really tricky because as an Empress with the Queen of Cups energy, she's very intuitive, right? So she knows that there's more here. But how are you going to force somebody to admit that they love you when they're telling you that it's nothing? You can't, right? So Queen of Wands, what does she have to do? She has to remind herself of her value. She has to remind herself, I can't be sitting here forcing somebody to admit that they love me. I can't be sitting here harassing somebody to admit to something that they refuse to admit to. So what's left? Nothing. To heal her dignity, heal her pride, live with the memories, and move on. So let's see. How did this queen feel? Let's look into that. This is going to hurt, but let's look into it. How did the queen feel when this king reacted this way? Temperance. Knight of Cups. Ten of Cups. She instantly knew why. With the Nine of Cups. Interestingly enough, I think she believed him. With the Nine of Cups, remember, this is part of his response. He told her, no, this is just some fun. So, if anything, I think she started doubting her own conclusions. Because Temperance is like, oh, maybe I need to slow down. Maybe I'm the one that was over here looking at the connection with rose-colored glasses while he's over here committed. So obviously he must be in love with that person. If he loved me, he'd be committed to me, and he's telling me there's nothing here. So okay. So it's almost like this king is in, this emperor is in denial. Now she's going to accept that, and she's going to be in denial too. So we have, you don't know how hard it was to let you go, so she released him. What were the queen's or empress? What was the empress's actions after being told this? Or her actions? We know what she was feeling. What was her actions? The Hanged Man. The Justice card. Eight of Pentacles with the Magician. With the Hanged Man, she didn't know what to do. She was kind of frozen. I think it was some time before she released this person, because this is showing no action. With the Justice card, though, she did feel, I feel like she felt guilty, because she realized, oh my goodness, I'm over here telling a married man that I feel this when he's having to do the right thing and tell me this is nothing. So she poured herself into her work, started manifesting a whole new life. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Tell me about the masculine. 4 more. 6 of Wands. 3 of Wands. 2 of Swords and 5 of Wands. King of Pentacles. So, you know, after this conversation, they're going to be very focused on their stability. Again, 6 of Wands. This is somebody who receives a lot of, this is going to sound a little vulgar, but I'm going to say what I feel, okay? Like they had a lot of people kissing their ass. That's what I feel. This masculine had a lot of people. Oh, FYI, I saw a comment in the collective yesterday where somebody said that this was a lot of bashing of the feminine. So I don't do that, okay? FYI. Any collective I do, I'm not here to bash men or women. When I tell a story, if it's not your story, you click off. You don't have to watch it. If it is your story and I'm calling you out and you don't like that, well, that's not my problem. This is what I do. You don't have to watch them. But there's no such thing as bashing. Okay? Okay, let's move on. So, I'm saying that because now I'm going to have men saying, you're over here bashing men. No, I'm not. This is, if you relate to this, then take the lesson. Take the note, okay? So, this masculine, this emperor, had a lot of people kissing his ass. That's what I feel, all right? They were always looking forward to what's the next project, what's the next thing I'm going to do. But keep in mind, when we repress emotions, we can't just get away with it. And that's something I think this emperor is learning. Because he was over here like, okay, whew, I escaped that smoking gun. She almost called me out my feelings. There's no feelings. There's nothing here. Trying to act like he's fine. He's cool. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. And yet, when he's over here trying to look forward to what's happening next in his world, we've got the 2 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. The repression of emotions started leading to restless feeling and anxious feeling. Look at her. Look at her face. Look at the face. Started having an attitude. Started maybe if he's a masculine, he maybe started, being an asshole, started being really sarcastic, started being really cutting. And people were like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Let's see. I'm going to look at these two separately, okay? So first of all, tell us about this Two of Swords. What was that? Wow. Okay. Looky here. Looky here. King of Pentacles again. Page of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. And the Empress. With the Four of Pentacles. So what was he repressing? He was repressing the fact that he still has his eye on the Empress. He was repressing the fact that he hated that she was still single. She was available. She was out there in the world doing her own thing, thinking he didn't have feelings for her. And he didn't. Now he couldn't change that. Because remember, Five of Swords is like once he crossed that threshold, he couldn't come back from it, right? He can't just come back and say, okay, I lied. I did have feelings. He has to hold it in now because he made her believe that she was wrong. There was nothing there. So let's look at the Five of Wands. What's going on here then? How did he start behaving? Six of Swords, Three of Wands. Five of Cups, King of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Oh, yeah. He started getting really distant, really cold. Because I feel like this was we're clarifying the Five of Wands, right? This is the queen that gets jaded, bitter, cynical. When before, maybe he used to be a really optimistic person. So it was a change. People noticed the shift. They just didn't know why. They didn't know where it was coming from. Only he knows because he's holding all of this back, right? Six of Swords, Three of Wands. He started almost like, I feel like daydreaming about what if I traveled to her? What if I showed up right in front of her? What would she do? Missing her, yearning for her, pining for her. Mourning her loss. Because think about this, okay? If an Empress, someone who is at Empress level, comes and tells you, I know you have feelings for me, let's work this out, let's see what we can do, and you tell her, I'm sorry, I think you mistook my friendliness, I don't have feelings for you, she's going to be mortified, right? And what's she going to do? Back off. Probably cut the friendship, pull back thinking, oh my God, I just made a damn fool of myself. I'm ridiculous. I totally misunderstood that. And now comes the realization, you know what? I think I do have feelings for her. Six of Cups. And now all they've got is the memories. So they're coming across very jaded, hurt, but they kind of hurt themselves. And that's another thing that they have to live with, that they also can't share this with anybody. They can't. Let's ask one more question. Did this masculine speak of this to anyone? Page of Pentacles. It's not really. Nope. There he is. The Emperor. He felt all that love and he kind of just abandoned it emotionally. Page of Pentacles means he was still focused on it, but it was almost like this, he couldn't act on it. And with Pisces Saturn, he knew that. He felt like reality is I can't act on this, so what's the point of holding on to it? I'm going to let it go. And yet I don't think he ever did. But he never shared with it. So this is going to affect him because holding in this much emotion affects people. Emotion means energy in motion. If you repress emotion, that's energy that you're submerging inside of yourself. It's going to come out in different ways, which we can already tell. Tell us about the feminine. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, the Magician, oh, I got an extra one, Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Okay. I'll put this one over here for now, and then we'll move it over in a minute. So, Queen of Pentacles. All right. So she entered her era of nurturing herself, because you remember, she just finished realizing she might have, said something that wasn't true. And so she probably feels like an idiot. She's like, okay, am I that desperate for love? Maybe I need to pour some love into myself, right? So, Eight of Pentacles. She starts focusing on nurturing herself, putting in work into herself, possibly because she's showing up with Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles energy. She might have built a business. She might have worked harder on her financial security. Eight of Pentacles is day-to-day activities. So she might have improved her schedule. She might have added things like yoga or running or something that, made her feel better about herself physically. Nine of Cups. She definitely felt happier. I will say that. It's like she started pouring into herself. With the Magician, remember I said, especially with these two, she's manifesting a whole new life for herself. Six of Pentacles. This is a Taurus moon card, so I feel like she got a lot more stable emotionally. She started getting excited about life again. So let's see. What is this Empress building? What did she focus on? Queen of Pentacles again. Four of Wands. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Two of Swords with Two of Pentacles. Okay, so she definitely had to reorganize her priorities. I think she realized, okay, I'm a little too focused on this person. I need to focus on myself. Four of Wands, maybe she moved. She went to a different house or bought a house. Again, Nine of Cups, definitely focused on making herself happy. Ace of Wands, maybe she found somebody with big dick energy. Maybe not. This could just be inspiration, excitement. But Two of Swords, she kept all this to herself because, again, she was like, this is her glow up, right? But it's personal. She doesn't want anybody to know. I was just, I'm an idiot, so now I've got to glow up. She didn't say that. This is something she's doing all on her own. All right. Let's look at the masculine. 4 cards for the masculine. Ace of Pentacles. Woo! The Devil. Ten of Swords. Five of Swords. Wow, with the Seven of Cups. I'm going to say that although they both have regrets, they have regrets for very different reasons. The Empress has regrets because she believes that she was mistaken. She believes that she made a fool of herself. She probably embarrassed this masculine too. She believes that she maybe destroyed their friendship. So she's hoping for forgiveness for that. While they're over here with the Devil, they can't forget this opportunity that was offered to them. They can't let it go. With the Seven of Cups, it's something they daydream about, and it's something that they dream about. They dream about how the universe placed an Empress in their palm, and they rejected it. They ended it. And look at the despair here, though. Okay, so let's ask. because we can clearly see it, but let's get some more detail. How is this affecting this masculine? Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Four of Swords, King of Wands. Oof. They're a lot more angry these days. Because remember, they were already not super excited at having to take care of people that were full-grown adults. But they're like, okay, you know what? It's okay. I got it. They reveled in the attention and the adulation they received for doing it. But now that this became a blockage to them being able to pursue the life and the person they want, look at this. Interestingly enough, you see this person's face as they're giving to these people? It's like a blank face. Like, I guess. I feel like after a while, even all the attention, all the gratitude, all the adulation wasn't enough. Four of Swords, I feel like they started sleeping a lot. That's a form of escapism. When people don't want to face their problems, they go to sleep. But, yeah, look at this. King of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Not only was he a lot angrier now, which is why the Five of Wands, Five of Swords came out. He's a lot more cutting. He's a lot more mean because he feels lost. He feels like he lost something really important to him. Okay. I want to ask, why didn't he do anything? Why didn't he change? Why didn't he run after her and tell her he lied? Eight of Swords. Five of Wands. Three of Wands. And the Hermit. All these swords, the Ten of Swords came out. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. This is a grade A overthinker over here. But you know what an overthinker, and what people who overthink, what they're showing you is that they don't trust. They don't trust themselves, they don't trust you, and they don't trust the universe. Because somebody who sits in anxiety, they're actually, this is going to sound a little harsh, but I think I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. They're actually delusional. They're delusional because this hasn't even happened yet. Their anxiety is based off of what could happen. So he never ran after her because he's like, but what if she hates me now? What if she doesn't feel the same way? I see her over there busy. She probably doesn't even care anymore. I don't know that this is, what kind of emperor is this? I don't think this is an emperor. Like, the fuck? This is not emperor behavior. He's fighting with himself because a piece of him, it's almost, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at the way he's thinking, okay? Because Three of Wands, it's like a piece of him is like, maybe she'll come back and offer it again. Then I can, act like now I'm considering it. Almost like, okay, this is cowardly, and I'm just going to say it. It's cowardly because he can't tell her that he was wrong. He refuses. So much so, Five of Swords here, Ten of Swords, even if it hurts him, even if it's killing him, he will not tell her that he lied. He will not tell her he was wrong. What he's hoping is that she'll come back around and say she still hasn't gotten over her feelings. And then he'll be like, oh, you know what? Let's explore it. Let's see what happens. That's cowardly, in my opinion. Because something that marks a mature person, and I'm not just saying a man, this is men or women, a mature person is the ability to admit when they're wrong. It's the ability to say, I messed up, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have said this. And there is regret, but not enough to make them want to change things. Let's see, give me 3 more for this row, for this feminine. The Tower. And you know what? King of Cups. You know what's interesting? Before I get that last one, recently a friend reminded me that when you hurt someone, it lasts longer for you than it does for the person you hurt. Eventually, the person you hurt will heal. But when you hurt someone, you hold on to it longer, because we're not built to be hurting our fellow men or women, which is why the devil is here. 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. He won't get over this anytime soon. Meanwhile, back at the farm, woo, Ace of Wands, girl. Meanwhile, this feminine has somebody eyeing her. Page of Wands, remember I said she started getting back to her joie de vivre, getting excited about life again, saying, okay, I made a fool of myself. I have to let that chapter go, move on. And then wham, bam, we have a King of Cups showing up for her. And it was a shock to her. I don't think she expected, I don't know how much time has passed, but King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Ace of Wands, they feel a lot of passion for her. With the Hierophant, they could see themselves, getting into a commitment with her. Now, I don't think they're saying that yet because it showed up as the overall energy, so they're considering it. Okay. Let's see. Because this is what's showing up in her life. We don't know if she's ready yet, so let's see. What's going on with this Empress? How does she perceive this King of Cups? How does she perceive this King of Cups? The Tower again. 4 of Wands. All right, one more. 6 of Swords. Oh, interesting. With the Hanged Man. Okay, so Hanged Man is like, she's not jumping into anything, right? She's not rushing. There's no rush. But Tower, she really didn't see this coming. This person came out of nowhere for her. 4 of Wands, she is considering, like, she does see this person as potential. She sees potential for a relationship. This is Aries Venus, so it may even be moving pretty fast. But 6 of Swords, they have good conversation. And it's almost like I'm feeling a sense of like gratitude. Being near this person is helping her move on from this. I'm not saying they're rushing into a relationship, but it's almost like giving her hope that she can love again, that she can move past this hurt. Okay. How does this king perceive her? We've got the Strength card. We've got the Ace of Swords. And we've got the Empress. I love it. With the Hangman. Okay, they can see it. They can see that she's not ready. They can see that she's very honest. They see her as somebody very honest, very clear. So she may have expressed what she went through. She may have expressed that she's not ready, but they do see her as like, she's not there yet. I do think that they admire her a lot. Strength card is like, they see her as very strong, very courageous, very bold. She's showing up as the Empress to them. So they see her as like the epitome of what a woman should be. They love everything about her. They definitely have her on a pedestal. And interestingly enough, I'm also getting the card, the Strength card, as in just the fact she's so feminine that she's like, she's taming them is what I get. Like they feel like she soothes them. She brings out, which is why they're showing up as a King of Cups, she brings out a softer side to them. That's cute. How did these two meet? Let's see. How did these two meet? 5 of Cups. King of Swords. Page of Pentacles. And the Sun card. With the 9 of Wands. Well, it's not really telling us how they met, but it's telling us how they saw each other when they met. When they met, Nine of Wands, they were both very guarded. I think they had both gone through something really hurtful, some sort of devastating loss. In fact, when she first met this king, he was a king of swords. Very cold, very distant, very reserved. He was very focused on the past, on what he had lost. But they did feel the sun card. They felt something warm with each other. They felt some beautiful glow being around each other. Interesting. I feel like asking one more thing. Look at the card that flipped over, the Hierophant again. Okay, hold on. Because I feel like they might. Okay, let's see. How does this king feel about her? Now we know how they see her. How does this king feel about her? Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Can we say passionate? Oh, Seven of Wands. Okay. Well, all wands. Wow, King of Pentacles. Okay. So they feel very, wow, the Star. They feel very protective of her. They feel, even though they see her as strong, they also see her as feminine, as soft, right? So they feel like they want to make sure they're not also hurting her. So with the Knight of Wands, they feel a lot of passion. I saw that over here with the big dick energy. King of Wands, though, this is like a mature passion. They don't just want to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, with her. Seven of Wands. So they're fighting, actually. They're trying to hold back their passion because they can tell she's not ready. They can tell she's opening up. I'm feeling like the energy of like a flower that's like slowly opening up, but she's not fully there yet. So they're like, okay, I have to take it easy. I can wait. King of Pentacles is like, they're here for a long time, not just a good time, but they do enjoy her company. This is so cute. Very, very cute. Okay. So I'm going to end part 1 here. If you have already paid for the subscription, I will see you guys on part 2. And remember, I'm now open to personal readings. So let me know if you want to book and we will get you booked. Okay. All right, guys. Bye-bye.